Hi everyone. I just wanted to check in now that we're through with week one of summer microbiology. Looks like all of you have taken the first lecture quiz, the first lecture exam, and most of you have done the first homework assignment. So now that we're done with week one and heading into week two, I just wanted to check in. The exam went pretty well for most of you. The average was a little bit down. There's some room for improvement there. But overall, it looks like most of you anyway are doing okay. The good news is if you did poorly on the exam and or quiz, or not as good as you wanted to, there are still plenty of points that you can earn and plenty of time to rebound and bring your grade up. So there's no reason to panic yet at this point. You may need to change how much time you're putting into the course and how much studying you're doing. But there are enough points between lecture and lab to bring your grade up and to end up with a decent grade in the course. Okay? Now, I may not be able to say that in a week or two, but as of right now, that is the case. Okay, a couple of things that may help, some questions I got going forward. For study purposes, everyone, for lecture here, I would strongly recommend that you focus on the PowerPoints and the lecture PowerPoints and the lecture handouts. I am going to draw questions primarily, if not exclusively, from those. Okay? So focus on that when you study. That's number one. Number two, be active when you study. When you watch the lecture videos, take notes, write things down. Okay? Say words out loud. Be active when you study. Don't just passively read your notes. All right? That's only giving your brain one input, visual. All right? If you are active, if you say words out loud, that's also an auditory input. And if you're writing things down, that's a tactile input. So I strongly recommend that you be active when you study as well and put adequate time into the course. As you may have noticed, the exams are pretty comprehensive. They cover all of the material for that particular week. So you want to make sure that you put in enough time and enough studying for the course. Again, though, still plenty of time to rebound and catch up. Let's see, what else? Another announcement I have for you. I have now put all the exams and quizzes I've added to the modules. So, for example, if you go into week 2, part 2, and you scroll to the bottom, you'll see a sub-module that's got the exam and quiz in there. Okay, you can also still find the exams and quizzes under quizzes at the top. But if you, I thought it might be easier, and Dr. Gustin gave me this advice, maybe to also put it in the particular module so everything's in one place. So you can access an exam or quiz now from quizzes at the top, like you did for week 1, or it's in that module itself. So those are going to be in the part 2 modules. So week 2, part 2, week 3, part 2, week 4, part 2, and week 5, part 2. Okay? The homework is still where it was in part 1 of each week. Okay? Let's see, was there anything else? One of your fellow students did create some Quizlets for this course. So if you go into Quizlet, you may have to create an account and just search for Biology 2010 or Microbiology at Corning Community College. And he's created some nice little slides in there in Quizlet. That might help some of you too. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to think if there was any other announcements or anything I just wanted to by you here. Oh, another thing that's coming to mind, everyone. When I looked at the Respondus page, when you took the exam, a lot of you had what they call a high alert next to your name, where I'm supposed to really check and make sure everything was on the up and up. But it looked like for most of that, it's just when you're kind of fading out of frame. Okay? So like if you're getting way over to one side and only half of your head, half of your face, or if you're slinking down and only half of you is in the frame, it's making that alert. So when you take exam 2 and going forward, just be sure you stay in that frame. So it's not thinking that there's something going on there. Okay, but I think otherwise that went pretty well. Okay, be sure if you have any issues or problems, some of you have already, but send me an email. I'm usually pretty good about getting right back on emails and trying to get stuff graded for you as it comes in. When I was a student, I didn't like to have to wait a long time for grades, and I'm trying to make sure that you don't have to either. Okay? So I think that's about it. I hope things are going well for everyone. Keep in mind where I now put the exams and quizzes in the modules. And good luck on week 2. So you'll have some homework due tomorrow on Wednesday the 7th, June 7th. And then exam 2 and quiz 2 are due this coming Sunday night as usual. Okay, that's it for now. I hope all of you are doing well. All right, bye-bye.